Hi ladies, my name is Melissa Fietsam and I am a Senior Executive Director with 31 Gifts. And tonight I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my 31 journey and about where I come from, who I am, and a little bit about why I am the way that I am. So first of all, I have 5 children. I am crazy busy now with these 5 kids. My kids are 1, 2, 12, 14, and 17 years old. And I am a retired registered nurse. I used to work in the emergency department, and I absolutely loved the craziness of it and all of my friends in my nursing world. And I retired about 3 years ago, I think, from 3 different jobs. I taught LPNs on the side at a local college and loved that too. But I was able to supplement my income, and I was able to retire about 3 years ago. So now I do 31 full-time, and I love every minute of it. I truly love this company and this job that I have and the mission that I have for my own life and my business and our team now. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself, and then now I want to tell you how I got started with 31. You know, I'm very successful in my business, and there's a lot of things that came before that made me successful and made me who I am. And when I first started this business, my friend Heather had a home show, and this was back in 2008. And I couldn't make it because I was working 3 jobs, and she gave me a catalog. I took it home. I fell in love with the products right away, and I just wanted everything that was in the kit. So I was a total kidnapper. I just wanted what was in the kit. I enrolled under the person who was doing her party, and I didn't even like purses. Like, I seriously carried a man's wallet before I signed up for the 31. And so I just wanted the kit. And one of my friends asked me to do a party, and I was like, I don't do parties. So that's how my 31 business started. And of course it evolved into something so much more than I could have ever imagined. And that's you know, where I'd like to begin to share with you about. So the backstory on me is, you know, of course I graduated college. I was a registered nurse, and I had a bachelor's degree. I was getting ready to start my master's degree for nurse practitioner, and actually dropped out of the program. But before all that, not many people know that I didn't graduate high school. I was kind of the mischievous kid. I was a credit short of graduating, and didn't want to take summer school, so I got my GED. And I actually was married for about 7 years. I got married when I was 18, 19 years old. Had my first child when I was 19. And it was a very bad, rough marriage, and we had a lot of struggles. It was an abusive marriage, to say the least, and you know, the mental aspects of it were very rough. But the thing about it is that we were on welfare. We were on something called WIC, which is where you get help with you know, the essentials like milk and cheese and cereal and baby food and stuff like that. And my social worker, she looked at me one day, and you kind of build a relationship with them because, you know, you have to go in for appointments all the time and stuff. So I built this relationship, if you would call it that, with the social worker. And she was an elderly lady. She was in her 60s. I don't know if that's elderly. That's not really elderly. But she looked at me one day, and she said, Melissa, you seem like a pretty smart lady. What do you want to do with your life? And that question knocked me out of my seat. Like, no one had ever cared about me enough to ask me, what do you want to do with your life? That one question alone changed my entire life. And I looked at her and I said, I want to go to school. And I was 24 at this point, 3 kids, and in a horrible marriage. And I just spit out, I want to go to school. And like, I almost stopped and was like, oh my God, did I say that out loud? Like, I shouldn't have said that. And she said, well, why don't you go to school? And I said, because he won't let me. And she said, do you need him to let you? And then, evolved a conversation. She explained to me that I could go talk to somebody at this college. She gave me a college. She said, I can go talk to him. She said, your school will be paid for 100%. You don't need him to sign any papers or this or that. And she said, just do me a favor and just go up there and talk to him. So here's this girl who's never done anything. And I went the very next day to this college, dragged my 3 kids up there, little me on welfare, dragging my 3 kids up to this college, and I was enrolled before I left. It was like this emotional roller coaster, 24 hours. It was insane. But I enrolled in medical assisting before I left that day, and the classes started 3 weeks later. And sorry, I have something in my eye. And so I went home and I told my husband. At the time I said, I clearly remember he was in the shower, and I said, can I go to school? And he said no in a few choice words. And I said, well, then I'm leaving. And I already enrolled. And so at that moment, a lot of things happened, but I went through that year of school and graduated with honors. And I got me a job at Fort Hamilton Hospital, and I was working actually in phlebotomy because it was a lot more money and than doing the medical assisting, and the hours worked for me. Before I left medical assisting, I had already applied for my registered nurse at Miami University. And my husband was very against that, and it was kind of like, I put up with this and you're not going to do anything else. Well, he proceeded to tell me that you're not going to get in anyway. This is an accredited college, and he said, you have your GED. You're not getting into this prestigious college and program that you have to have straight A's to get into, nonetheless trying to get in with a GED. So I wrote my essay, and I talked to people about the essay, the entrance essay, and they were like, don't say anything about kids. They don't want anybody with kids because they're afraid you're not going to go through the program, you're not going to do this, and you already have your GED, and you want to be real careful. And so, of course, I wrote my essay all about my kids, and I told them straight up, I said, you will never regret me being in your program, because I am going to change the world. I have done so much in my life in the last year that I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I know that this is the direction that I'm supposed to go, and I know that I only have my GED, but you can see what a year has done, and the potential that is in me. And I laid it all out there, and by golly, I got accepted into the most prestigious registered nurse program in the area, and graduated with honors, and then went right into my bachelor's degree. Basically, in between there, there was, he didn't want me going to school, so I said, fine, I'm leaving. And all in the same week, I started college. I started a job at Hollywood Video as a manager. I was making like $5.50 an hour or something. And I moved out, and I moved into my friend's house and with my 3 kids, and I think I was there maybe a month or maybe 2 months until I saved up enough money to get my own apartment. So I went through college, all through college, 3 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was the hardest time in my life. And I did it. I graduated with honors and went through my bachelor's degree. Now, during my bachelor's degree is when 31 came into my life, and I enrolled. So because I was in my bachelor's degree, I was working a lot and still going to school. So I didn't have a lot of time to fool with it that first year that I was working. And then after I was accepted into my master's program for nurse practitioner, something hit me, something clicked with my team, and watching these women, come out of debt and change their lives. And I just taken my first free trip to Mexico with 31. And I was actually supposed to start my nurse practitioner program when I got back from Mexico. And I dropped out of the program before 2 weeks before it started, because I realized I didn't want another $20,000 in debt when I could pour myself into something that I was beginning to get really passionate about. And that's when everything changed. My whole life changed. My team started blossoming, and I started really making some money. And that's what happened with my 31 journey. Is that that woman who is my social worker, she with that one question, she said, "What do you want to do with your life, Melissa?" That one question, that one person who believed in me and thought that I was worth something, that changed my life forever. And I realized that through 31, that is exactly what I was doing. I was giving women the same thing that social worker gave to me, with asking me, what do you want to do with your life? Because you're worth more. You can have better. You deserve better. And if she had never asked me that question, I wonder, where I would be, what I would be doing. Would I still be on welfare and in a bad marriage? And so that's my mission. That is my mission with 31, is to tell as many women as I can that you can do better. You can have more. You can not only have more, but you can have passion, and you can do all the things that you want to do, because you're worth it, because you deserve it, because you're a woman, and you're a mother, and you're a wife, and you just deserve better. And I just feel like with my team and with this company and the mission, that is what my life has become. And it has changed me so much for the better. And my life is pretty chaotic, but it's amazing. I have so many opportunities from 31 that I'm just so thankful for my team. We have this amazing team of women who are my family. I mean, the women that I've met in 31, and they're not all on my team, but my best friends are people all over the country that I never would have met had it not been for 31. Tiffany Wellinghoff practically lives in my backyard, and I consider her one of my best friends. And I never would have met her if it weren't for 31. And we don't see each other often enough. But I know that I have this entire community of women who I love to pieces. I love them like my family. And I know that they love me in the same respect. And I know that I could be anywhere in the country and have a flat tire, and I would have a 31 consultant that would pick me up on the side of the road and help me to get to my destination or get things fixed, because that's what 31 is. It's this amazing sisterhood of women. Melanie Moore is not even with 31, but because of 31 I met her, and she's just been such an amazing addition to my life. I could go on and on and on about the women that I have met. Sorry, but that was my husband. Hold on, baby, I'm almost done. It's just that sisterhood that has made all the difference in the world too. So I just really wanted to say that that is my journey. That is my why. People ask me why I share so much with so many other consultants. It's because I believe in them, and I want every woman in America to have the same opportunity that I had to change my circumstances. Because no matter where you're at in your life, you have choices. You have the ability to change your circumstances at any moment. And all I needed was somebody to believe in me enough to say, you should. And so that is my mission, is to bring enough women, every woman I meet, I want to bring them to stand right next to me, to see the same success that I have seen. And I know that one flyer or one idea in this business can change their life. It can really be a turning point. So, when somebody's just hanging on with their business and hanging on, and then I give them an idea, that is my way of saying, you can do this, you can do this, you can be right here with me, and we can do this together. So that is why I share. And I just felt compelled tonight to tell you all that is me. And some people don't like that I share so much, and that's too bad. And I just wanted to give everybody an insight of who I really am, where I came from. And I have to say that I'm so thankful for my mother before I get off of here, because my mother was an angel, and my mother always believed in me, no matter how much trouble I was in or how big of a failure I was at anything. My mother always had my back. My mother was always encouraging me, and my Aunt Sandy was always there to believe in me. And I don't care if you don't have somebody to believe in you. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I believe in you. And so now you don't have an excuse, because you have me. I may not know you, but you're a woman, and we are strong, and he's persistent. And you're strong, you're beautiful inside and out, and you deserve everything that you want. And I want to help you get it, and I believe in you. So that's my story, and I will talk to you guys soon.